Okay, so a lot of people have this question of like, what can I do to align with my twin flame? How can I align with my twin flame? Now, a twin flame coach or spiritual teacher or whatever you want to call them will tell you that you must neutralize your energy in order to align with the twin flame. There's really nothing you can do to align with your twin flame. One person actually asked, do they have to be on a certain diet, like to purify themselves in order to align or attract their twin flame or come into union with their twin flame, which is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There is no method, no diet, no nothing that a person can do to align with their twin flame. Now, you will hear a lot of twin flame coaches tell you that you are twin flame, like your twin flame is you. But there's not even a knowing of that, really. There's not a knowing of that. There is no knowing of what a twin flame really is. A lot of people will say, "Oh, it's they're an awakening. They help you wake up, right? Or to, to yourself, basically. They help you wake up, and basically be okay with being authentically who you are. To see things for what it is, basically. But we don't even know that. Nobody knows a fucking thing. There is no rule book here that can tell you. Not even a rule book. What is it? I just said that wrong. There's no book, there's no Google, there's no nothing that can really tell you what a fucking twin flame is. It's all made up. It's made up. No one really knows. So to sit and think that you, and there is no rules neither. There's no rules to this whole twin flame thing. There's no rule book. There's no nothing that a person can do to align with their twin flame. There's no special diet that a person can go on that will make their twin flame magically appear. Now, I have said in a few of my videos that I noticed once I became more authentically okay with who I am. Well, no. Once I was okay with being authentically who I am, like just being okay with it, was when, my twin did show up. But that doesn't mean that's why, though. I don't know. I really don't know. I could never fucking tell you. But I have heard a lot of people say that once they were okay with being authentically who they are, is when the twin flame did appear, came back into their lives. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to happen for everyone. There's no telling. There is no telling. I'm not going to sit up here and put a video out telling people, well, you need to be authentic, when you already are authentic anyways. But you need to be okay with being authentic. Like, just be authentically you and your twin flame will just show up. No, I'm not going to fucking do that. Because I don't really know why mine chose to come around when he came around. I fucking don't know. I couldn't fucking tell you. But what I did notice was when I relaxed and was okay with just things happening the way they are, you know, and just being okay with being me, he showed up. But that doesn't mean that's why he showed up. I don't fucking know. And I'm not going to sit and tell you that that's why. But what I will say, and another thing that I did notice, and you'll hear some teachers tell you that when you see 1111 or you see their name all the time, or you see things that have to do with them, like their car or people that look like them, or they may just appear, like pictures of them may just pop up in your feed on social media or anything like that. You will hear certain teachers tell you, well, those aren't the signs that they're coming. And then you'll hear some teachers tell you that those are the signs that are telling you that they're coming. And I will say, for me, what I noticed that the name was popping up a lot. 1111 was popping up a lot, excessively. But I had become so used to it, used to seeing those numbers. And look, with me, there used to be an attachment there to the numbers, a major attachment. When I would see the numbers, the name, or anything that had to do with my twin, I had a major, like I would hold major attachments to it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like there's nothing wrong with you holding attachments. That's just the thing. So let me put that out there. It's being okay with those attachments coming up. Knowing that that's normal and that's okay. That's going to happen. And being okay with that. It's when you feel like you need to heal it, to get rid of it. When you can't fucking get rid of it, it just goes on its own. It will just go on its own. There's no healing or anything that can stop that from happening. But it's just being neutral and being okay. Okay, I'm holding attachments to it. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? But back then, I wasn't okay with it. With the attachments that I was having with the 1111s and the name popping up. I was like literally trying to do what I could to get rid of it, to get rid of the attachments. Okay? But now there are no more attachments really, because I actually did come to a place where I was just okay with it happening. You know what I mean? I was just okay with the attachments. I was just okay with whatever was going on. Okay? And anyway, so now when I see the numbers, it is what it is. You know, there are no more attachments there for some reason. It's just gone. And even if there was attachments, it wouldn't be a problem for me because I've just come to a point in my life where I'm just okay with whatever's happening, you know? And because I'm so okay with it, whatever attachments that I did have, they've fallen off. It went away on its own. There was no more resistance there, really, to anything. So it just kind of fell away on its own. So anyways, now when I see the numbers, it's just, okay, I'm just seeing the numbers. When I see the name, it's like, okay, I'm just seeing the name. Like, it's just no big, it's cool when I see it, but it's like, there's no more like stickiness there. There's no more attachments. It's gone. So yeah, I did notice it was pretty excessive. It was pretty fucking excessive. It was very like, there was a lot coming in, a lot of names, a lot of numbers that were coming in. And shortly after that, my twin flame got a hold of me. Now, I'm not saying that's why he got, that those are the things to look for, because those numbers and names can happen and your twin flame may not even get a hold of you. You know what I'm saying? There's no telling, there's no knowing. But what I did notice is that happened. But I don't know if one has anything to do with the other. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if one has anything to do with the other. I can't sit here and tell you that. But I did notice that it kind of coincided with one another. But it doesn't necessarily mean anything. So you'll have some twin flame coaches who will tell you, well, if you see all the numbers in the names, that means that they're coming. And then you'll have some that will tell you, well, that doesn't mean anything if you see the names and all that shit. Doesn't mean that they're coming. They'll have another explanation for that. I don't know. So you have ones that tell you and some that don't. And really, there is no indication. Really. Because I've heard of people that have seen the names and the numbers excessively and nothing has happened. There's nothing you can do to align. There's no aligning anyways. The fuck? There's no aligning. I don't even know what you call that. I don't know what you call it that makes that causes the twin flame to come back into your life. The twin just comes back when they come back. There's nothing a person can fucking do. There is nothing. And I hate to disappoint you. And I just put a video out about this, but this is my second part. I'm on a roll here, guys. But there really is nothing you can do to make the twin flame appear. I feel like I just rambled on about nothing, really. Because there's really nothing you can do. But I will say what I did notice for me is the numbers came in excessively, and the name, seeing the name and everything, it all was excessive. And the reason why I noticed, it made me think, because that's when he did get a hold of me, and I'm like, wow. I was like, I was just seeing his name and anything and things to do with him a lot. Like 1111 was coming in full throttle. That's kind of weird. But really it was like, okay, that happened, but I can't just sit and say, well, that was the reason why. I can't tell you that. I'm not going to sit here and be misleading, because a lot of people will watch this video and be like, well, oh my God, I'm seeing the numbers. I'm seeing the name. And then they hold expectations of that. And see, that's another thing. There is no expectations here. Because I feel like expectations are okay. But as long as you're okay with it coming up. You get what I'm saying? It's just being okay with whatever's coming up for you. Knowing that those expectations are you naturally being you. That's just what's coming up for you. And it's organic. Like anything can happen over here. I can have expectations. And attachments can appear to happen. But it's not a thing anymore for me. Like, I'm completely okay. It's just me. I'm okay with me being organically who I am. That's what I'm trying to say here, guys. Just being organic, being okay with you being you. And that expectations, attachments, no expectations are all okay. Because it's all you. It's all what's appearing to happen for you. But anyways, that's it for now. Mwah.